Struggling with anger and resentment, Stoicism offers powerful, time-tested strategies to help you regain control, find inner peace, and live a more fulfilling life. In this video, we'll dive into 15 practical Stoic techniques that can transform the way you handle life's challenges, turning frustration into clarity and tranquility. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Reframe the situation. When you encounter a situation that triggers anger or resentment, it's easy to fall into the trap of viewing yourself as a victim. However, Stoicism teaches us that challenges are opportunities in disguise. By reframing the situation, you can shift your perspective from "why is this happening to me?" to "what can I learn from this?" This reframing allows you to see the event as a chance to grow, rather than as a setback. Suppose you're passed over for a promotion at work. Initially, you might feel angry and resentful toward your boss or the colleague who got the promotion. But instead of dwelling on these negative emotions, try reframing the situation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Perhaps it's an opportunity to improve your skills or to reassess your career goals. By focusing on growth, you transform what could be a source of bitterness into a stepping stone for personal development. Practice instant empathy. Anger often arises when we feel wronged by others, but it's important to remember that everyone has their own struggles and motivations. Practicing instant empathy means taking a moment to consider what the other person might be going through. This doesn't mean excusing bad behavior, but it helps you see the situation from a broader perspective, reducing the intensity of your anger. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. Your immediate reaction might be anger, but instead of stewing in that emotion, pause and consider. What if that person is rushing to the hospital because a loved one is in danger? By practicing instant empathy, you can diffuse your anger and respond with greater understanding and calm. This habit not only helps you manage your emotions, but also fosters a sense of compassion for others. Focus on the present moment. Anger and resentment are often fueled by dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Stoicism teaches us the importance of living in the present moment, where we have the most control. By grounding yourself in the here and now, you can reduce the power that anger holds over you. Let's say you're angry because of a mistake you made in the past. Instead of letting that mistake define your current state, practice bringing your focus back to the present. Ask yourself what is true right now. Perhaps in this moment you have the opportunity to correct the mistake or to start fresh. By focusing on the present, you can take constructive action rather than getting lost in regret or fear. Create a mental buffer. In moments of anger, it's easy to react impulsively, often leading to regret. Creating a mental buffer, such as counting to 5 before responding, gives you the space to think more clearly and choose a more measured response. This simple technique can prevent you from saying or doing something in the heat of the moment that you might later regret. Imagine you receive a harsh email from a colleague. Your first instinct might be to fire back an angry reply. Instead, create a mental buffer by counting to 5 and taking a few deep breaths. Use this time to consider your response carefully. By pausing, you allow your rational mind to take control, and you're more likely to respond in a way that maintains professionalism and respect, rather than escalating the conflict. Channel your energy elsewhere. Anger is a powerful emotion that can feel overwhelming, but it also contains a lot of energy. Rather than letting that energy fuel destructive behavior, Stoicism teaches us to channel it into something productive. By redirecting your anger into constructive activities, you can turn a potentially negative experience into a positive one. If you're feeling angry after a stressful day at work, instead of lashing out at those around you, use that energy to go for a run, hit the gym, or engage in a creative project. For instance, many artists and writers use their emotions as inspiration for their work, creating something beautiful out of their pain. Channeling your anger into productive outlets not only helps you manage your emotions, but also leads to personal growth and achievement. Release expectations. Expectations can be a major source of anger and disappointment. When reality doesn't match our expectations, we often feel frustrated and resentful. Stoicism encourages us to release unrealistic expectations and accept things as they are. By doing so, we reduce the gap between what we want and what actually happens, leading to greater peace of mind. Suppose you've planned a perfect weekend getaway, but it rains the entire time. Instead of feeling angry and disappointed, practice releasing your expectation of perfect weather. Accept the situation as it is, and look for ways to enjoy your time regardless. Perhaps you can explore indoor activities or simply enjoy some quiet time with a good book. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and can find joy in the moment, no matter the circumstances. Turn resentment into reflection. Resentment often lingers when we feel that something unjust has happened to us. Instead of allowing resentment to fester, use it as a cue for self-reflection. Ask yourself what this situation reveals about your values and how you can use this insight to grow. Turning resentment into a moment of reflection transforms a negative emotion into a tool for personal development. Imagine you're feeling resentful because a friend let you down. Instead of holding on to that resentment, take a moment to reflect on what this situation teaches you about your own expectations and boundaries in relationships. Perhaps it's a reminder to communicate your needs more clearly, or to reassess the dynamics of the friendship. By using resentment as a prompt for self-reflection, you gain valuable insights that can improve your future interactions. Practice daily gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negative emotions like anger and resentment. By regularly focusing on what you're grateful for, you shift your attention away from what's wrong and toward what's right in your life. This practice not only enhances your overall well-being, but also makes it easier to let go of anger and resentment when they arise. Start a daily gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. These can be simple things like a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a kind word from a colleague. By cultivating gratitude regularly, you create a mental habit of focusing on the positive, which naturally reduces the hold that anger and resentment have on you. Over time, you'll find that your perspective shifts, making it easier to maintain a calm and positive outlook even in challenging situations. Ask, is this worth my peace? When anger flares up, it's easy to get caught up in the moment and lose sight of what really matters. By asking yourself, is this worth sacrificing my peace? You give yourself a chance to step back and evaluate the situation from a broader perspective. Often you'll find that the answer is no, and this realization can help you let go of the anger more easily. Suppose someone cuts in front of you in line at the grocery store. Your first reaction might be to feel angry and indignant, but before you react, ask yourself, is this really worth disturbing my peace? Chances are the frustration of the moment isn't worth carrying with you for the rest of the day. By choosing to let go of the anger, you maintain your inner calm and move on without allowing a minor incident to ruin your mood. Use humor as a release valve. Humor can be a powerful tool for diffusing anger and tension. By finding something to laugh about, you can shift your emotional state from anger to amusement. Humor helps you see the absurdity in situations that might otherwise fuel your anger, making it easier to let go and move on. If you find yourself getting angry during a frustrating meeting at work, try to find something humorous about the situation. Maybe the meeting is dragging on longer than necessary and you imagine it as a scene from a comedy show. By allowing yourself to see the lighter side, you release the tension and prevent the anger from taking hold. Humor not only helps you manage your emotions, but also creates a more positive atmosphere for those around you. Set boundaries with yourself. Anger often takes on a life of its own when we allow it to consume our thoughts for too long. Setting boundaries with yourself, such as limiting how much time you spend thinking about what angers you, can help you regain control. By giving yourself permission to vent for a limited time and then move on, you prevent anger from dominating your day. Let's say you're upset about a disagreement with a friend. Give yourself 10 minutes to feel the anger, maybe even venting to a trusted confidant or writing down your thoughts. After those 10 minutes are up, make a conscious decision to shift your focus to something else, whether it's work, a hobby, or spending time with loved ones. By setting this boundary, you acknowledge your feelings without letting them overstay their welcome, maintaining your emotional balance. Turn why me into try me. When life throws challenges your way, it's easy to fall into a victim mindset, asking, why me? But Stoicism encourages us to adopt a more empowering attitude by turning why me into try me. You shift from feeling helpless to feeling empowered. This mindset turns challenges into opportunities to prove your resilience and strength. If you lose your job unexpectedly instead of feeling defeated, adopt the try me mindset. View this setback as a chance to explore new career opportunities or to develop skills you've been neglecting. This attitude not only helps you bounce back more quickly, but also fosters a sense of empowerment and self-confidence that carries you through future challenges. Practice forgiving for your own sake. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as condoning someone else's behavior, but in reality it's about freeing yourself from the burden of anger. By choosing to forgive, you release the hold that resentment has on you, allowing you to move forward with greater peace and clarity. Forgiveness is an act of self-care that benefits you far more than the person you're forgiving. If a friend betrays your trust, you might feel justified in holding on to anger and resentment. However, this only keeps you stuck in a negative emotional state. Instead, choose to forgive. Not because what they did was okay, but because you deserve to be free from the anger. This act of forgiveness allows you to let go of the past and focus on the future, where you can rebuild your life on your terms. Remind yourself of impermanence. Stoicism teaches that all emotions, like everything else in life, are temporary. By reminding yourself that this, too, shall pass, you can gain perspective on your anger and recognize that it doesn't have to define you. Understanding the impermanence of emotions helps you detach from them, making it easier to let go of anger and resentment. When you're caught up in a moment of intense anger, take a deep breath and remind yourself that this feeling won't last forever. Visualize the anger as a wave that rises and falls, knowing that it will eventually subside. This perspective helps you ride out the emotion without getting swept away by it, allowing you to maintain your composure and respond more thoughtfully. Adopt a Stoic mantra. A mantra is a simple phrase or word that you repeat to yourself to focus your mind and anchor your thoughts. In moments of anger, a Stoic mantra like "let go" or "focus on what you can control" can serve as a powerful tool to bring you back to a place of calm and rationality. Repeating a mantra helps you break the cycle of negative thinking and reinforces your commitment to Stoic principles. The next time you feel anger rising, quietly repeat to yourself, "let go." As you say the words, visualize the anger melting away, leaving you with a sense of peace and clarity. This simple practice can help you stay centered and respond to challenges with greater wisdom and composure. By integrating these 15 strategies into your life, you can transform your approach to anger and resentment, turning them from sources of turmoil into opportunities for growth and empowerment. Each method offers a unique way to harness the wisdom of Stoicism, helping you navigate life's challenges with greater strength, clarity, and peace.